Dragon Ball Super episode 107 is scheduled to air tomorrow. Now, we all know the epic scene with Zamasu getting caught off guard with the Mafuba. The spinning, his body's all elongated, stretched out, and the echo effect on his voice. He's being stretched out like that. That's pretty crazy. Now, to me, I have two theories on what could potentially be happening, Brandon. My first theory is either Master Roshi is still in, or his purpose now is to free Vegeta from the bottle. Since Roshi has the seal, I can't imagine Frost having the seal. Roshi fires the Mafuba at Magetta. Frost then redirects it at Vegeta. So I imagine the seal is still on Roshi's person.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So I can't imagine Frost sealing Vegeta after he Mafuba.
Well, there's no reason to assume Frost even knows you have to seal. He might just think, all right, he's in the jar, I got him.
Right. That's a very good point. Very good point. Now, number two, since there is no seal on the jar after Vegeta gets Mafuba'd, I think Vegeta will bust or he will break out of the jar or bottle how Zamasu did in the Goku Black Saga.
Right. But the thing is, once he gets sealed, if he gets sealed up, Frost can tell Universe 6 team, all right, Vegeta's been sealed. That's when you make your assault on our team. Now that we have one of our best players out of commission, who knows how long he'll be in the jar.
He could be in the jar during the Goku Jiren fight. We don't know.
Goku's going to have to protect this jar with Vegeta in it. If it comes down to it.
It's like a mission on Xenoverse.
Protect. Guard this jar.
So Vegeta is not eliminated. Dragon Ball Super was very clear on that, especially in the spoilers for 108, 109, 110. There's nothing about Vegeta. All it says is that he was sealed, and everybody like writers are confirming he's not eliminated yet, but he's just sealed. So who knows how long he's sealed?
Well, we're gonna have to protect him, is what that means. Or he might just be, because if he gets captured, they're gonna try to throw him off the stage.
Right.
So.
How long did it take Zamasu to bust out? He was breathing hard, and
in the anime, the jar was already cracked. So
oh yes, I forgot about that.
He was sealed for a little bit.
I completely forgot about that. Wow.
That's why you have two people do a video.
Yeah, that's crazy. The jar was cracked
and they had to super glue it together.
That's why it was super weak. So who knows? Who knows how long that's gonna last? I just couldn't believe it. To me, it was very odd that there was, after everything about Vegeta in this episode 107. In the spoilers for 108, 109 going forward, there was absolutely nothing. Not a reference, nothing. It's like they purposely are giving out nothing after. To me, if I'm a Vegeta fan, I'm like, what the fuck? He is sealed. To me, when I saw the Zamasu thing and he's spinning, his voice is echoing, his body's all elongated.
It could very well be Vegeta's fault for getting sealed. We saw in the last tournament how quickly he could knock Frost out of the ring. He beat him in 2 seconds.
Yeah, the title is called...
He went Super Saiyan and just blew him out of the ring. Vegeta likes to toy with people sometimes. So he might, it's not smart to toy with, psychopaths.
Right.
They think of ways to fucking, beat you.
As the title is Revenge of F, a cunning trap is laid.
Yeah.
So this is a pretty cunning trap, I would say.
Does it have anything to do with Frieza and Frost, having some secret behind the scenes plan that was never elaborated on? They had this look, or they looked at each other and understood each other. It's they know exactly what the other one's thinking.
Exactly.
At all times. Frieza's I know what this guy would do, and Frost is I know what this guy would do.
Right.
So I have no idea how that's going to play out.
Frost and Frieza definitely both hate Saiyans, and that's why they joined together, because their hatred for Saiyans. That's a quote from next week's episode.
Well, they're similar. Frieza, this is probably the first person in the whole universe that Frieza actually likes. He's I actually like
Even though Frost. He's so much stronger?
Well, still, Frost has potential to get strong. He's
of
his race.
I was telling a commenter that, yeah.
And the way he's wired, he'll poison you, dude. He'll cheat in the tournament. Frieza will be that's right up my alley. Fucking poison Goku and kick him out of the ring.
I was telling a commenter that Frost and Frieza are stronger together as a team than most universes. 2, 3, 4, 9, 10 are eliminated. You mean these two together, Frost and Frieza?
It's a strong team.
That's a pretty strong team. But what's your overall reaction? To me, Vegeta has to be scared when he's spinning like that because he has no control.
Right.
And he busted out of the hyperbolic time chamber, and then he went and fucked up Black. So I know he has enough power, but since it's not cracked, the jar isn't cracked how you mentioned, who knows?
Who knows if he even makes it to the jar? While he's spinning on the way, somebody could just blast the jar. There's lots of ways. That's what I would do. If I saw Vegeta getting, swirling to the jar, I just shoot that jar. Now there's nowhere for him to, be flung into.
Right.
It's like, I don't know. Like, he's definitely going to be in the spiral, and that's when, now we have a situation here to deal with.
So would you subscribe to either of these two theories that I have? That one, either Master Roshi's purpose now is to help Vegeta escape from that jar, since I think he has the seal still. He fired the Mafuba at Magetta, and then it got redirected at Vegeta. Frost redirected it. So either Roshi still has the seal, or the jar has no seal, obviously, and Vegeta will bust out of it. So I think Vegeta will bust out, or Master Roshi will help Vegeta. Like, that has to be a purpose. Like, Roshi died almost. He had to get helped revived.
Yeah.
And now, like, well, what is his purpose now? I mean, and that could be a grand purpose to save
Someone's
Vegeta.
going to get sealed forever.
It can't be.
There's a jar, and there's a seal, and there's a guy who can do a Mafuba. So someone's going to be locked in that jar and thrown off the stage eventually.
Right. So who knows? So that's your overall take. The last second thought right here. I'm about to wrap up the video.
Yeah, I'd say I covered it pretty well.
All right. Yep. It's the Fields Bros. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Peace.
See ya.